what's up? This is TK from Badass Beings. I just wanted to walk you through a resource I've created as a result of spending a lot of money on different coaches over the years. So this is called the Client Coach, or the Coach Client Middleman. It's a PDF, it's 7 pages, but you only really need 1 page once you get used to the resource. This is the front page. So before you do anything else, this is all about why doing this process is so important. For me, the biggest trigger to actually get really clear on what I wanted when I entered into a coach-client relationship was when I received a text from my PT. And I was feeling really uninspired and unmotivated to work out, particularly going to any more training sessions with him. And so I started to nut out exactly why, and I realized that I wasn't feeling the way I wanted to feel, I wasn't getting my needs met, and so forth. So this came as a result. This goes into then what's it all about. So first of all, you complete the exercise or the grid. Second of all, the coach in person that you're looking at completes it. And basically it's an idea of getting what you have in mind for how the process and the journey will work together. Both of you getting it out on paper, and then the third step is you come together and you discuss it and to see if there's any discrepancies, if there's anything that's not being met, or if they need to maybe change what they have done in the past, what they had in mind to best suit you. So that's the 3 steps to this process. So it is a grid. So you'll see in a moment, but basically it breaks down the 4 different stages of any coaching relationship. The first one is before you guys both come together. So before your first session, ideally this is a period where you kind of interview to see if you're a good fit. The second stage is all about your sessions themselves. The third stage is what happens after the session has concluded. So whether you get like a feedback form, you fill out a progress report, and also what happens in between those sessions. Is there any support or accountability? And the final thing is you're obviously entering into a coaching relationship to get a specific result in an area of your life. So this is all about, okay, what happens when the result has been achieved, the purpose of that particular coaching has been fulfilled. Do you then enter into another agreement with that coach to go after another goal, or do you then move on to another area of life? So they're the 4 different stages. Moving on, the words explained again. So this goes over the 5 different criteria that I myself have come up with based on unpacking what it is I wanted in a coaching relationship. So the first one is getting clear on how you want to feel. So for me, when I was starting to feel uninspired and unmotivated, that was a big red flag to be like, hang on, something's not working because I'm not feeling how I want to feel. The second thing is all about what do you need or what do you require. Do you need to hear something, know something, be given or shown something? This will start to make more sense as you fill it out. The third thing is what do you expect in your relationship, like in your coaching relationship? What's a given, what's a no-brainer? It's important to really nut this out, because where I found I was severely disappointed was at the start of my PT sessions, how I thought I had to train for a fitness competition, and how a lot of my friends that trained was completely different to how it looked like I was going to be trained, and I was completely thrown off, and I started to question the credibility of my coach because it wasn't what I had expected. So in the end, their system was perfectly fine. It was just very different to what I expected, and therefore it kind of set me off on the back foot. So getting clear on what you expect is actually really critical. What you want to know. So your coach is obviously has a wealth of knowledge. So with my PT, for instance, I wanted to know about nutrition and anything else he could tell me about, just because I'm curious in that way. So let your coach know, is there anything in that area that they're obviously an expert at that you wish to further know that may not necessarily come up unless you ask for it. And the final thing is, what do you want to do or have? What are the specific results you want to have at the end of your sessions, and obviously your final results at the end. So this is the grid itself, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example of how to complete this. Say if I was looking for a PT. So before I even, I suddenly just decided, hey, I want to have a PT. So I want to be feeling excited. That's really tiny. Let's just blow that up. I will be feeling motivated. And I guess ready to make a change. Now it's best to complete this all the before sections, like all the sessions together. So all the befores together, all the sessions together, all the posts and in between, and then all the results. So you're kind of on one flow of thought. Okay, so I've gone through and filled this out. So I'll just zoom in so you can see it. So this is everything before we sign up, during sessions, after a session, or in between sessions, and finally once the result has been achieved. In this scenario, it would be for me to compete in a fitness competition, which I previously just did last month. So I just put myself back down on, okay, what would I need from a coach in order to get there? And this is some of the stuff that I came up with. So feel free to, I'll post a picture of this and have a look to get some ideas. But I hope it structures your thinking so you're able to have a very clear and articulate conversation with your coach before you sign with them. Alrighty, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and have a lovely day.